Well, hello, hello. We're back for our second half of our adventure with Gaffi and Cecily. I actually introduced the characters, so let me now introduce my players to you. I am Matthew Orr of Wedding Games, and I'm joined tonight by Chrys Sellers and Michele Lee, both writers for Garbage and Glory. Chrys is playing Gaffi, and Michele is playing Cecily. My players, tell us one additional thing about your character that we've discovered in the first part of the mission.
Gaffi is terrible at sneaking, but a big fan of Batman. Not realizing Batman's modeled after an ogre, reads the comics, and that is the source of Gaffi's ability to sneak through the shadows.
Excellent.
Cecily secretly admires Gaffi and is trying to impress her.
Also good.
She's cool.
Yeah, a lot of emulate. Here, I'm going to show you how to do this. I think it was one of the things that happened just at the end of the last episode.
Yes, in fact, I was like, do exactly what I do, follow me, and I went through the shadows using a special ability that only I have, so let's see how that goes.
Yeah, let's pick up right there. Cecily, how did that look? Like the way the
it was so awesome.
and how did you attempt? Because as Gaffi just said, you don't have the special ability to hide in the shadows. So what did it look like?
It really has sneak. Like, we don't actually have the ability to sneak. So yeah,
you can always buy the skill. It's fine.
Oh, that's true. Yes, I forgot.
I am using my patented walk very slow and take big steps.
If you go slow enough, they can't see you, right? That's your theory?
Yes.
I love this. Yeah.
So, this rage bear of a raccoon is sort of like very slowly walking around a perimeter of this pool of light that is the ogres having a nighttime party, and I think I don't know. This isn't a skill roll. We'll see what. All right. I think that there's some pointing that goes on as you're crossing there, but nobody is like intervening. I think you don't know how they can see you because you're definitely moving slowly and deliberately. So they must be pointing at you. I'm going to give you this, and you could reject it. You're like looking around for like what they're pointing at because they can't be seeing you. You're sneaky. Okay, so you've gotten over to the other side of this pool of light, right behind Gaffi, and also at the end of the last session, you found that this is where the porkers have been hiding out in the woods beyond the pool of light, and they are planning some stuff. I don't know that your contact Zoink is immediately there with them. As an ambassador, he's probably out somewhere else, but definitely it's conservation of characters. Let's say he's there somewhere, and maybe he recognizes you as raccoons, obviously, and like it sort of comes over to you. And I actually forget how I described him before, but let's say that this time this pig is. It's like I'm imagining this as like a pet pot-bellied pig style pig, not like a enormous farm pig, but a person of about your same stature, maybe a little taller, a little broader, wearing sort of a not the finery that was at the party where the other group met him, but this is like arrayed for battle here. You've got maybe some interlocking pieces. I heard somebody who did this in their Society for Creative Anachronism, so I'm stealing it. But it's street signs that have been like layered up like scaled armor. So there's like this sort of like clinking, flashing, caution signs that are like in these pieces that are part of this kit, and it's like so.
They were that smart.
He's there, and he says to you, amazing to see you here, fellow gatherers. Tonight we will show the ogres. What for? Are you here to join the excitement?
Yes.
If I get to ride on somebody's back, yeah.
He looks around and it's like, sure. I think that could be arranged. All right, we're just about to begin. And so, yeah, I mean, this, and like, he kind of like takes you like one bush deeper into the woods, and you can just, that like cacophony of like snorting discussion and like, squealing little like laughter and stuff like that I described before is like, I mean, there's a lot of pigs here. They're like, the joke we were making last session is there's 30 to 50 of them back here,
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of side conversations, a lot of shuffling, jockeying for position. That makes sense.
Absolutely. And there is like one of these porkers is the clearly like the great porker, like the actual like wild hog, ginormous animal, just 3 raccoons tall at least at the shoulder, and like just a very large creature, and with the tusks and the bristly hair and everything, just almost like a like a creature more than like a sentient being that you would interact with. Like this is on another level. This is some.
So I'm guessing like Zoink is more like the go-between, because it looks like a bit like a domesticated animal.
Yeah, exactly.
Can live in 2 worlds.
Exactly.
And then we've got big guy.
Exactly, and like Zoink is like you walking on the hind legs, but this the great porker is like back there, like on all fours, like just face down, close to the other people who are of similar stature to you, but like this massive shoulder of muscle and stuff above, and
I have a new role model.
Yeah. All right. So this is there, and like, I mean, you, it probably amongst all the pigs, you can see like probably a few other wild creatures. There's probably an opossum here, and maybe some birds and stuff that are part of this great group, this great gathering. And Zoink takes you towards the great porker in the middle, and he's deferential and respectful, and like meet this some more some fellow gatherers have come to join our attack, and this huge pig is like smelling you, like you can see the sort of wibbling of the snout as he sort of smells you, and is like, yes, you're welcome if your battle is with the ogres.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And their cheese?
Undoubtedly. We will all feast on cheese tonight.
And ham. No, wait, not ham. No. No, not ham.
If it tastes good, it's fine.
So weird. Okay. That's fine. No, you know what? I have no idea where it comes from. Yeah, right on.
Also, pigs are committed omnivores. They don't care at all.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. They are the classic do not care.
Great. So, and like you are, you said you wanted to ride on, you want to become like cavalry, you want to ride on the back of something into battle. If you want to do that, that can be arranged.
I don't. I want to run in with everybody else.
Yeah. Okay. So this is definitely. I think that I'm going to throw to you to kind of describe some of this. So, like, there's the situation where you find yourself. You've joined the Porker army. They're planning to raid this party that's just a very short distance away, and I think there's sort of upon you've readied yourself however you want to be, and then there's like a signal from someone, a squeal, almost like a horn blast sounds, and everybody rushes forward. So I want you to describe something. Yeah, describe like entering the circle of light where all the tables and the ogres are. What does that look like from just the first few moments of that? What does that look like? Well, how do you rush in?
I'm trying to keep up with the Great Porker. He's the biggest person here. I'm right there with him.
Great, running side by side with the Great Porker. Love it. What about?
I'm riding one of these hogs into battle.
Like, do you have like? Are you? Is there like a?
Like another four-legged hog? You know?
Yeah.
Not. Yeah.
And are you like wielding a weapon, or are you trying to use the hog as the weapon?
Crossbow. I'm like a Mongolian archer, you know.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'll try to encourage steering in one way or another with my knees, but I'm probably just going to go where the hog wants to go, as the saying says. Yeah.
I'm sure that's a saying.
Yeah. Go where the hog wants to go. I'm going to start saying that now.
As the hog goes.
Fantastic. Okay. So you break in here, and I mean, obviously it's obviously a lot of chaos occurs almost immediately, right? I mean, this is tables upset, things smashed, things fly up into the air, only to be knocked down, like they crash down. It's true chaos is going on here. And so I think this is where I'm going to invoke the stakes that we set up in the previous episode. So this is where the 7-part thing is going to come out. And I'm not going to make us have like 7 combats, but maybe we'll do 1 or 2. Maybe it depends, but like what we want to do is we're going to paint 7 scenes. We have to describe 7 specific like conflicts that are occurring, that are part of this big over the battle. You have to quote unquote win 7 fights, and I'll definitely give you some narrative, and then we'll probably make some rolls to see how some of the other ones come out, because again, we don't want to necessarily go through 7 individual combats or whatever, but this is in order to win all of the tasty treats that you claimed that this event resulted in, you're going to have to resolve 7 of these conflicts, either between ogres, or between pigs and ogres, or between you and ogres, or maybe you and the pigs at some point. I don't know. There's going to be this is the stakes. So we have to do 7 of these combats. So I'm going to start with you, Chrys, and tell me narratively how one of these combats goes in your favor, in your side's favor.
I think that there is an ogre who's like a big burly ogre who is sort of trying to step in front of other ogres to head us off. And I think the initial vanguard, the phalanx of hogs, just bowls him over and goes right through like several tables.
Nice. Just like a pressure wave of pigs, and just pushes.
And he's like in one of those like Sunday morning comic strips where you just see a cloud with his legs
Oh,
up
yeah, yeah,
in
yeah.
the air, you know, yeah, stars coming out.
Excellent. All right, great. What about you, Cecily? What's one of these other vignettes of combat that goes the way of your side?
Some foolish ogre thinks that they can hide the most precious resource in a stupid box and try to ferret it away. I recognize that if they're trying to take it, it's precious. And so I'm going to go after them with my ferocity and my vigor, and I am going to scream and chase them away from the box they're trying to take away.
So it's like a.
I want to take it.
So is it like a
cooler?
Okay, a cooler box. I was gonna say, is it like a food box or like a takeaway, like a take home your leftovers kind of box? But no, it's a cooler box.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, yeah. So the defending of the box, the taking of the box, is a moment of victory for the raccoons. I don't know what to do. Let's do a couple that are more skill roll based, and I think we can. So that's what I want to do next. I want to do a couple that are more skill roll based. So pick a skill that you have and that you think you can succeed at a roll at. I think these are going to be medium skill rolls, 4s or 3s or 4s, medium difficulty, 3 or 4. So pick a skill and sort of set up a scene, and then roll to see how that scene comes out. Hopefully, positively. So that to you, Chrys. What is one skill that you want to use to advance this invasion of pigs into the green?
What can I do with wriggle?
Wriggle is like all kinds of acrobatics, like getting into places, getting out of places, escaping from knots. Wriggle would be climbing a wall. You would use wriggle, like go through a pipe. Any sort of show of prowess in that way.
I am going to leap off the hog that I rode into battle and climb up one of these metal posts and up onto the white cloth tent, pavilion tent.
Yeah.
And wrap my back legs around a pole or just dig my claws into this white tent and shoot arrows.
You're gaining some height advantage on this situation.
Yeah.
Excellent.
The crossbows, they shoot arrows like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, sounds great. Why don't you give me 3 successes on your wriggle to show this?
Okay.
And I will say that one of the other things you can do with glory cards is you can use them like +1 modifiers. So if you are thinking maybe I want to buy some extra dice here, you can spend glory for that as well.
I've got just 1 glory card left, so I might want to save it for something else.
Okay.
But I've got 1 rank in wriggle. I've got 3, or it's not rank. Sorry, I've got 1 in wriggle and 3 ranks in brawn.
Yeah.
So, and I need 3 successes.
You need 3 successes.
I'm gonna have to spend all 3 of those brawn just to get more dice, I think.
That sounds like.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. So you can.
I could spend the glory.
You could spend the glory to make that 4 into a 5. You could do that.
Totally worth it. Yeah.
All right.
Doing it.
All right. Great.
Yeah.
What kind of glory was that? What kind of suit
that
of glory was it?
That was a 2 diamonds.
Diamonds. Okay, so this is a possession. So give us a little bit of narration there. What thinking about this item or having this item pushes you just that little bit more to like get into that position?
Yeah, I am wearing fish hooks on my feet, and they're giving me extra purchase.
Excellent. Like I imagine you looking at the pole and like, man, I'm gonna have to pull those fish hooks out. This is what I've been saving them for. And you you get them out of your little pouch,
like crampons, and
put them up like you're pinching your toes in between. Stick one fish hook between each of your little toes, and then you've got the crampon technology.
Just strap it on.
Yeah. Great.
Use like Band-Aids to like fix them on my feet.
Oh yeah. Perfect. May last up to 24 hours.
All right.
All right. To you, Cecily, what skill would you like to roll to narrate part of this scene that you have to?
Okay, so I'm actually going to go. What I have inflame. What's inflame under my guts?
Inflame is like insults or getting people to do, like getting people mad, or like getting people. It can be used positively to like rile up allies, but it's like definitely like you're increasing the tension of a scene, or you're increasing the like heat of a situation with your like words and influence, right? So you would be either provoking someone or inspiring someone with inflame, depending on whether it's a rival or an ally.
I'm not very good at it, but I want to try to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure after the initial drive in and everything, that's a lot. That takes a lot of energy, and maybe there's a couple people who are faltering. I want to start insulting the ogres to encourage our side. Yeah, we can do this. Maybe somebody stumbled and they need encouragement, and like vicious mockery in reverse.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're better than these people. We stole your stuff.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
But you are trying to. So you're trying to inspire your friends, or you're trying to like insult the ogres, like specifically.
I'm going to try to inspire.
Okay.
Our side.
Yeah, all the gatherers.
Yeah.
All the creatures in the world that like trash are known as gatherers, garbage gatherers. So inspire the gatherers. Great. So that'll be three successes on the roll to successfully do that.
Okay, so I am trained in that, and I have 2 checks in that. So that means I already get 2 dice, right?
That's right.
I am going to buy a 3rd dice with one of my guts, and then keep a die for rerolling.
Keep a die for reroll. You can.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I got no successes, so I'm going to reroll them all.
Oh no! Yes, do it.
Reroll them all.
Oh, and I got all 2s.
Oh no! Oh,
So I got no successes.
All right. So I think your words are sort of. I think you are saying the words. I think you're out there speaking the things. You're saying the things you want to say. But I think there's so much chaos. I don't know that anyone hears you. I think that's it's just so much noise of like crunching, service trays and ogres screaming and there's probably like engines somewhere slamming doors, something. There's just a lot of noise, and I don't know that anyone hears your inspiring words. So
I hear my inspiring words. I believe in me.
You believe in you.
yes.
It's really that's the most important. Most important thing.
And I believe in you too, but I think I'm hearing the words and going. But like.
Great. I want to do another. So I'm going to give another narrative scene. Like it can be. I asked for a combat, and then you did a skill roll. So like, do another narrative scene that will be, just narratively describe some scene of the battle, and this will be the 5th beat of the thing. So back to you, Gaffi, for another scene, just purely narrative. But what is another element of this disastrous battle? This is what later is known as the Great Porker War. So what are some other things that are happening?
The DJ's sound system, like the whole setup, like there's they probably don't have actual turntable. They've got like a MacBook and a little mixing board, and of course all these wires going to all these speakers. And I have no idea what Gaffi would call all of those, but I think that I think I dropped down onto these like the mixing board. Like the DJ's made off with the MacBook, but left all this other stuff behind, and I'm just yanking wires, and the whole thing is sparking, and it's making all the lights dim and come back. I'm like overloading a circuit somewhere, and that is adding to the chaos.
Fantastic.
And the panic among the ogres. It's delightful to see.
Yeah. This is not the warbling sounds that are coming out of this distortion and the it's just increasing the like you say, just increasing the chaos. Definitely no one. I don't think very many people are not standing their ground anymore.
And maybe I get to make off with the mixing board, but I'll let you tell me that.
I mean, I think
what I would be talking about later.
Yeah.
Maybe the light and sound is enough.
Yeah, I think there's a cleanup. I think we're gonna do a cleanup process after this, like claim some items and stuff.
Cool.
All right, Michele, tell us a scene. One more scene. What happens that you want to narrate? One more part of the chaos that you want to describe.
So I got my cooler box.
Yeah.
My trophy. I am going to be dragging it around and stuffing it with food.
Is it the kind with two wheels on one end? Like you pull it like a rickshaw?
Sure.
I like
you're
that.
Stuffing stuff into it.
Stuffing stuff into it.
That's great.
Fantastic. Gotta start this. Why wait till after the battle to take the spoils? Start taking the spoils now, like while the battle progresses. Amazing. All right, I am going to take the last scene here. Thank you for adding so much narrative. I'm going to take the last scene, and I think I want this to be I'm going to describe a scene, and then I think you guys the two of you can jump in if you would like. Well, I'm going to ask you to jump in toward the end, but like what I'm describing here is there's definitely an ogre that has a it's a long weapon that's like almost as tall as they are, and it ends in this like series of like hooks, so like a big fan of hooks that they have that they're using. This is a rake, like a yard broom style rake, right? And they are wielding this like fearsome 9-spiked weapon at the Great Porker himself, right? It's trying to like swing it around, and this attack is ongoing. This is a battle of sort of positioning, and you hear the Great Porker whickering and making little snorting noises, and the ogre is just shouting this battle cry of pure rage as far as you can tell, and swatting at this, trying to hit this thing, and they're each landing blows, and it's just this sort of I mean, from your perspective, I mean, this is essentially like a kaiju battle that's happening, and you're here witnessing it. So
let them fight.
Go ahead.
Let them fight.
Yeah, let them fight. Right. So if you feel like you want to contribute an attack, you can. But I think let them fight
totally.
is a perfectly.
No, I mean, I think that's maybe my initial, but I think nobody should go after the Great Porker. I think I'm insulted on the Porker's behalf. But yeah. So I think I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the ogre, and try to land a blow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to climb the ogre.
Oh yeah, smart.
All right. Well, we'll resolve one of these. One first. We've been going, Chrys and Michele. So, like, Chrys, take your shot from a distance. Let's see what.
How many successes do I need? How many successes do I need?
Yeah, I realize that I need to do that. I'm scrolling to the stat block right now. This stat block is actually from the Stretch Goal collection. This is a Custodian of the Mess, is the character I'm having. So this is a 5. This ogre needs 5 successes.
Okay, I'm gonna. All right, I've got 3 by default. I'm gonna spend 2 of my guts to get 5 dice, and then I'll keep 2 guts in reserve to see if I can, bump some of those up. Let's see. Okay, 3 successes. And I could spend 2 guts to... Oh, no, 3 successes, and the others are a 3 and a 4. So I can't really get there, can I?
You could turn the 4 into a 5 with... You said you still have 2 points?
Yeah, that would be one of my points, but then that leaves this 3 hanging out there.
It does, but didn't you have one more after that you could re-roll that last one and hope to get a 5 or a 6?
I would only have 2 left over to spend, because I have 4 guts, I have 3 in hurl, so I was spending 2 guts to give me 5 dice to roll. Okay.
So you only have 1 point left to spend. So
I could spend that 1 more point to re-roll the 3 and just hope.
You could re-roll all your failures and see if you get the other success you need.
Well, if I spent a guts to promote my 4 to a 5, does that still count as one of the things I re-roll?
That's not a re-roll. That's a different thing. But if you have the...
No, what I mean is, do I have to re-roll that 4 that became a 5?
No, you wouldn't. If you save it as a 5, then it's set as a 5.
Okay, cool. Then I'm only re-rolling 1 die. I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I think you can get there.
Let's see if
I believe in you.
Me too. No, it's a 4. Well. Okay.
Alas.
All right. I tried.
You did try.
Cecily, it's up to you. I twang, and it just I think bats it away with the rake without even noticing.
Yeah. It's there. All right. And then you've gone right into the battle as a trash smasher would, and you're trying to climb up the ogre, and like, what are you, just to be there, or to
I'm trying to get up towards the rake. His weapon. Take out his weapon.
All right. So I mean, this is... I'm trying to decide if I need to make you roll 2 separate things, or if this is all one sort of like dramatic attack. I might make you roll a wriggle roll to climb the ogre, to put yourself in a position to then roll a scrap to pull the rake from the ogre. If that makes sense to you.
Yep.
All right, make me those 2 rolls. First a wriggle roll, and these are both based on the same stat, and you're pretty good at it. But they're both brawn skills, so
I'm pretty good at brawn. I have 1 in wriggle already. I'm going to use 4 of my brawn for a total of 5 dice.
Yeah, I think the wriggle is the wriggle roll will be 3. I think the attack will be the 5. because you're going to be going against its brawn to pull the weapon away. But just 3 to start.
I would need to just 3 to start. Okay.
Just 3 for the first roll.
Okay. No successes. I got 2 4s, so can I turn those into 5s?
You can, but then if that's only 2. If you got no successes and you turn 2 4s into 5s, you'll be on 2 successes. You need 3 to get into the position because you're trying something pretty dramatic.
Do I need to re-roll?
Yeah, probably.
Right,
if you
so
can re-roll, try to re-roll.
I'll try to re-roll. Okay, now 2 successes. So now, I have enough?
If you got 1 point left, I'm not tracking your points. I don't know. If you've got 1 point left, you can.
Okay. Let me count. 2 extra dice, 1 re-roll. Yes, I have enough to do it.
Yes.
So I can make that the 3rd success because I rolled a 4. I could turn it into a 5.
I mean, if it's you can. If it's already been re-rolled, you're not supposed to turn it a 4 into a 5 after that. So if you re-rolled. If you re-rolled, that's locked. So it's like you can't re-roll and then turn a 4 into a 5. So if you didn't roll it, then you're not in position. So
okay, well, only 2 successes.
Yeah. Okay. So you didn't climb up on this thing. I think there's too much like movement and maybe there's a buffeting attack by the other combatant, and so you're sort of like. You didn't get purchase on the ogre, but I think I'm going to let you still. You'll attack, but you can attack, but it won't be too. You could attack the ogre like in their ankle or something like that, but not pull the weapon away. If you still wanted to do that, I'm gonna.
Yes, I still want to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So would that be using my full scrap then?
Yeah. This will be scrap roll to make the attack. You're just not in the position you wanted to be, but you're in. You could still swing your axe.
Right.
But you'll need to get 5.
I need to get 5. So I have 2 in scrap. Could I just throw all of my brawn in there too?
You can. Yeah, roll 7 dice. It'd be dramatic. Or no, it'd be 8 dice. It'd be 8 dice.
That would be 8 dice.
That'd be dramatic.
Yeah. So let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I got 1 success.
Well, sometimes that's the way the dice treat you.
Yes.
So you're up there, you're hacking,
I'm going all in.
and you're so committed to the attack, but it is not landing where you need to be. However, I think this is the battle. The battle is to the pigs here. I think they had the element of surprise. They had the overwhelming numbers. Sure. I think this very soon after you get involved and mix it up a little bit, the attack, the Great Porker lands a very solid attack about the middle of the ogre, kind of rearing up and slamming down its head, and just. This ogre kind of I try to make it look right. It folds in half, right, and is knocked down and collapses, and begins to struggle away. Having given up, having left the rake behind, and giving up the fight. So I think this last defender of this situation is defeated, and the pigs have taken the field. With your help, obviously with your help, and the help of some of the other. Garbage gatherers. So, I think this is the end. Not quite the end. So, this is the end of the battle, and so now just the cleanup. So, I don't know. Share with some of the amazing things that you collected from the legendary things that you took away. I mean, what have you been putting in your box?
Well, first of all, I got this box.
Yeah.
I put the box itself, and look at how much stuff you can put in it.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent.
There's probably a bunch of ice in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if it'll still be ice by the time we get back home, but some of it will be. It's a cooler.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I might try to drag this mixing board.
Yeah, the mixing board. Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I
Excellent.
feel like it's magical now. It made all the lights dim.
Yeah.
It made the sound horrible.
There's some sort of magic going on here for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what? You're muted. What'd you say?
I think maybe.
And right.
Oh, the rake. Yes, the ogre scepter.
Yeah, stole the great weapon from the ogre.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, you are a beefy raccoon, so you can probably wield it. It's pretty big. Great. I love this outcome. This is exciting, and this will definitely go down in history. This will be remembered. So the final step here is that as the adventure concludes, I'm going to check and see what the rewards of this adventure are. Right. So, I mean, this is going to completely overload your hands, but you're going to get 2 more garbage and 3 more glory each. And then, Gaffi, you're going to take home 7 glory, because that's what you bid this up to as well.
Wow.
Because that was at the beginning, right? You said that this is going to be a seven thing, that there were 7 things here, and you get now that we're at the end, in addition to, so you'll get, I mean, like I said, you can't hold that much. So you have 10 glory and 2 more garbage. You can kind of choose, I guess, what cards to actually take. For
How big can my hand be?
10 total cards in your hand.
Okay.
And then, Cecily, you'll get because you've got all the garbage at the beginning of the adventure, you get 2 more garbage and 3 glory for having been part of this. And again, you can kind of adjust your hand or whatever to if you've got too much. So that's the rewards. That's the stakes paid. And this adventure is complete. The pigs have taken back the greens that were theirs originally, and you helped. Amazing.
Nice. Perfect.
All right. Any what is the? I guess I ask before we do outros and you tell me where people can find you on the internet if you want to be found. Tell me, I guess, just a little bit of homecoming. What does it look like coming home from the battle, back to the tree where you live? What is that? What is the reception? What are the rewards? Or what does that look like? What does your homecoming look like? I guess give me a vignette there too.
Let's see. Can a hog give us
Sure
a ride?
Sure.
Maybe Cicely, you wouldn't want to ride. You've got your chariot icebox, and you're a strong.
You can ride. We'll strap the icebox to the hog, and you
Oh,
can
yeah.
ride it, and I'll walk along with my rake,
Yes.
Oh, this is-
heralding how awesome we were.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I'm gonna see. There's definitely a bit of notice in the neighborhood. This procession of glory does not go unheralded. You've got
By the humans or the raccoons?
no. This was checking out for your fellows. This was there's
yeah,
definitely some nighttime, some other raccoons from other masks, some opossum. See you birds that are out in the nighttime, bats. You are seen by this triumphal procession is witnessed by at least a few. Fantastic, and you've made it home safe and sound, ready for another adventure. And in between sessions is when you spend your cards to buff up your own stats and your equipment. So we can talk about that if either of your characters come back for a further adventure. You can tell us what you increased. Oh, and since you completed this adventure, one of the things you can do is you can buy a new title. You both talked about your titles at the beginning, so I guess whether you buy the title or not, that's like the other process. We'll maybe talk about that. But like, what title might you claim for yourself after this adventure if you were to buy one? And that'll be kind of our final thing. I've asked for a bunch of codas here. I'm worse than Peter Jackson. I'm sorry.
Like something along the lines of sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter.
Wait, what were you?
Nice.
What were you saying, Cecily?
Nice.
Gaffney the Shadow.
Yes, Gaffney the
Shadow Stalker.
Gaffy the Shadow Stalker. I think that's really good.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's what it's got to be. Yeah.
That's pretty good. What about you, Cecily? You got a title for your it's symbolic of your exploits in this adventure.
The Hog Defender.
Hog Defender. Nice. I like
Nice.
it. Thank you so much for being with me tonight, for playing this game, for showing off Garbage and Glory, for writing it in the first place. This has been a lot of fun to produce, this book, and I'm so glad that it's out and that people are able to get it, and that I got to play it with you tonight. I'm Matthew Orr. You're watching this on YouTube. You can find us at wetinkgames.com. You can find us on Wetink on most of the socials, and I think the next we either will be soon at PAX Unplugged or will have already been at PAX Unplugged as our last con of the year when this comes out. So,
Me too. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Chrys, Michele, tell people where people can find you. If you publish game stuff or you use the internet, where can people get your stuff or see your hot takes? What?
I don't believe in the internet. I can be found at michellelee.net. That's most of my fiction stuff, and I also started a kind of podcast about books this year called Musings of the Genre. Censored. And you can find that on YouTube too.
Cool. I am at hecticelectron.com. I am in the final throes of putting together my own game called Defy the Gods, a queer sword and sorcery adventure of romance set in fantasy ancient Mesopotamia, and it will be shipping in May. So it should be out by Origins 2026. So you can find out more about that at hecticelectron.com.
Perfect. Thank you again. Have a good evening. Thank you everyone who watched the video, seen these Garbage and Glory adventures, following us along. Appreciate it. We'll see you in the next one.